Hello and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Addie and today we are back with a build. Um, I gotta I gotta say their new house is definitely unique. If you're not familiar, this is the um build, the new Goth house. Um, and we're gonna try to renovate it. We're not gonna try to renovate it as the Goth house though, because in this save I'm gonna move them to a different build that I built because it's better. Um, so we're gonna, I don't know, we're just gonna sort of um make this like a normal suburban family home is kind of the vibes. Except it's more like this color scheme, but better, right? That's the vibes. Okay. First things first, um I'm not personally a huge fan of this marble. I think it's a little bit ugly. So we're gonna start by making everything in the downstairs like a nice light marble. Okay. Meanwhile, I think a pink would be really nice to sort of offset and do like our custom checkered tile here. I don't like that there. I think it's gross. Oops. It's a habit to press shift and that turns everything. Okay. So I'm thinking we will turn on move objects first and foremost so I don't delete something by accident. But I'm sort of enthralled with the concept of having um a bigger, I do want this to be only base game. So that's sort of the vibes that we're going for. I think this one in black would be better. Um my neighbors are, they must be throwing a goddamn dance party or something because it is so loud out there for no reason. Okay, those are nicer. I don't know who picked the original, but I'm not exactly thrilled with it. Um, okay. Let's get this. And I actually don't mind this dining room being in this location. I think it's kind of a nice location. I just don't know how I feel about the kitchen situation. Um Personally, what I would have done is, well, now we can use these. And I think I'm gonna do this guy. My neighbors are really making the most out of these last few minutes before fucking quiet hours. Okay. And then I do think that perhaps an island is also in order. Um, and again, this is not meant to be like the Goth House 2.0. Um, it will be, I don't know why you would decide to have a dance party at, what time is it? 8 p.m. on a fucking Wednesday. But it doesn't feel like it's coming from the, what do you call it? Um, from the parking lot. So, okay. I'm thinking we're going for like this cute pink think we could do that. Or we could do beige. I think I like the pink better. It's got more personality, you know? And I think we can use this everywhere. Or something adjacent to it. Let me get a sink. This is the one the Goths had, so I'll just use that. I'm sorry if you can hear them. It's really chaotic. For no reason. And they are using this window. And it said it needs to be by every door, so that's what we're gonna do. I do recognize there's no way to get in this room at the moment, but okay. Let's get like a microwave. I don't know if I want that one. What if we got this guy over here? I'll get, where's the base game? I'll put this guy right there. Back to my roots with the corkboard in the kitchen. All right. And then over here, we need a couple of things. The first being a set of doors. We can do black. Black is nice. And if we're gonna have a fancy house, we might as well have a fancy house. Okay, that begs the question, maybe these should be over here instead. It does make the kitchen feel a tad bit smaller, but I'm okay with that, actually. I think I definitely want this to be a very, like, modern home. Or not modern, traditional home. Do we have, like, a pink? I think I like the tile being completely white in that room. Do have... So I have a rule, which is not really an official rule, but it is a rule that I follow. If the floor is light, you need to have a dark rug. If the rug is dark, you need to have light chairs. If the chair is light, then you need to have a dark table. So then the chairs match the floor, right? And then, oh, maybe this is a fancy house. We can use these ones. We can do pink. We've got like other pink accents. And then and then the rug matches the table. Yeah, I thought my neighbors quit, but they didn't. You know that one feature with City Living, how the neighbors sometimes throw parties and your Sims can't sleep? That's gonna be me tonight. Okay, I don't really like these, and I feel like the windows are too high. Minimalist drapes. Or we could do these. I think I like that best. We'll do the very dedicated saxophone player. We can get a plant in the corner. We can do pink. No, that's like a different kind of pink, though. Nobody said I couldn't use the unlockable stuff. Okay. That's good. And then we can get like a, I don't know, like a painting or maybe a mirror. We'll do a painting. We'll do this guy. He can be bland. I don't mind. That's fine. In here, we should probably do that guy. Can I get rid of that? Okay, we'll do that. We'll get rid of all of that and do this here in a minute. I'm not a huge fan of the lack of lights. I do think that the lights are cool, but I don't know that it's really necessary to avoid ceiling lights at all costs. And I don't really understand why everything is so high up. So we will turn these up. Let's get a lighter, do like pink. I always forget this thing exists. Oh, maybe we could do, no, that looks bad. Okay. We'll do wall decor. I think the lesbian flag works best in this space. And I'm thinking, instead of having, like a TV or whatever there, I think I'm just gonna put a fireplace, like a smaller-ish kind of fireplace. And then I'm really sorry if you can hear them. I have no idea. I have no idea what they're doing right now. This is honestly like the first time that I've had this issue, so hopefully that means it'll stop. If it doesn't, I'm gonna figure out where the hell it's coming from and be like, what in the damn hell? We can do this guy. I think that's nice. And I don't really like the fact that they're using curtains that don't fit the windows. I'm gonna put... See, this is why the windows need to be like half a tick lower. Because then I can use these curtains. These are nice curtains. And it's not... Oh, maybe these ones are better. I kind of like that. But I think the darker ones are better because they have a little bit more contrast. Brings in the piano and the whatever the fuck is going on over here. We'll just leave this there. And then I'm thinking we can just get like some candles or some lights or whatever. And light this on fire, you know? Okay, give me a minute. I gotta figure out where the hell that's coming from. Okay, so I figured out where it's coming from. My neighbor next door is having a fucking disco party for no reason. So, looks like I'll be filing a sound complaint or a noise complaint or whatever you want to call it tomorrow. That's really cool. I love doing that. It's my favorite fucking thing in the world. And like, I don't actually give a fuck what you do with life, but don't play music at 9 p.m. that radiates through the walls. You know what I mean? People aren't mean. You're just a weirdo. Okay, what do we want in the entryway? I'm thinking just like a we could do like a love seat. Do like a love seat, and then I can do like fucking accent too. Like this guy. No, like this guy. Well, I hope they stop soon, because I do have to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I'm still gonna file a complaint, even if they stop, but quiet hours are between 8 and or no, 10. Oh, I think it's 10 and of course it'll continue to like 10, 10. That's what'll happen. Okay, I think I want the gay picture. We'll size them up, make them cute. Which frame do I want? I think that one. Maybe this is their house. Okay. Over here, we'll do the bookshelf. And that's it. I feel like this is significantly better. Whoever built it before only gave them 2 counters. And now they have 1, 2, 3, 4 counters. Yeah, I think we can leave this wood. I don't have an issue with it being wood. Oh, I forgot that they did that. We've got a closet, bathroom. Okay. Or maybe I should do the lighter one. I think we'll do the lighter one. I know, the neighbors are so loud. And they've lived there for months, and I've never had this issue, so I'm like, maybe they're just having a rough time, but also, like, I don't want their rough time through my walls. I like my renovation of the Goth house better than their renovation of the Goth house, because I feel like the Goth house is like kind of iconic. Okay, can I make this bigger? I want to make this bigger. There we go. Okay. And I think I might make that. I don't know why all of the lights in this house are like, I don't know why they have like a serving guy in their bathroom, but to each their own, I suppose. I just deleted the whole room. That's really cool. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, now I'll make sure that's good. This can be all white. That can be all white. And again, I know I keep fucking bringing it up, but I apologize if you can hear them. I started recording before they started playing their bass music. I just had to fucking pick a lot. One thing that I like about my complex is that, like, nobody does this normally. So when somebody does have a noise complaint, it's like all the neighbors. So, I don't know. I don't know why they chose to lay out this upstairs like this. It's kind of odd. I know I did move the stairs a little bit, but I just don't like the layout, generally speaking. Okay, I don't mind this being like a bathroom, and then we can have like a toilet closet, you know, and then we can sort of have the whole place to ourselves. But I think I just want this to be like one room, and then we can make this flat, and then we don't have to think about anything. I was gonna say I hope they're stopping because the music isn't there any for a minute, but and I do realize that I could just go and knock on their door and be like, hey, dude, what the fuck? But I don't really want to do that tonight. I wish people would just not be loud and obnoxious. Yeah, I feel like EA makes their houses unreasonably dark for no reason. This is a Lux door. Leads you to a... Why would you do that? Why would you, like... I don't know, like, squish the... Okay, I want this in all black. I'm not really sure Let's take a look at the outside here. Okay, I do think that it's better. I think we're gonna, well, I think we'll do the light gray instead of the dark gray. I do think it's a cool shape, though. I'll give them that. They did good with the shape. And we can push the roof to be darker. Kind of want this roof, actually. This is just the black swatch of the default roof, but I feel like I don't know, I feel like it looks better. They didn't drag these all the way into the way. I don't know if I personally would have chosen to roof it that way. But each their own, I suppose. And then we have this guy. I'm sort of intrigued by having blue as the exterior accent color. Oops. Oh, does everybody want to be blue? Okay, we can do everybody. And then I kind of like it being dark right there. And then, oh, I need to redo the lower bits of the roof here. I don't know why EA makes things take up more space than they need to. Like, you can literally just delete that, put 2 trees. Boom. Put another tree. We're gonna put this, like, actually closer. I wish we had, like, a white roof, you know? But I don't really want... I want, like, a white shingled roof, not a white corrugated metal roof. Oh, I guess this one. I don't know if it really works for this house, though. It probably looks best with just that. Okay, let's go through, do this guy. I like this area. I think we'll leave that. And then I think just for like outdoor satisfaction, we will put a couple of planter boxes. That's not base game. Where's a base game one? None of the good ones are base game. I guess we can just do like a couple of these. And then maybe like an outdoor grill. We can have a grill like right, I don't know, like right here, maybe. Or maybe we just don't have a grill, actually. I think I like it better without the grill. Lastly, I want to do... I like that this person, you can tell, has just recently died, and this person has died a little while ago. I love that detail that they put there. Let me go through and reposition all the lights, because I did change the doors out. Oh, and this guy needs to be blue. Oh, no. There we go. I feel like the door needs to be blue. Alright, let's come up here. I'm thinking we can do... I might do a little bit of a switch kind of thing. We'll have a playroom. We'll have 2 kids and a bathroom. The kids are just gonna have like their hobbies. I'm thinking we can do like a younger child and an older like a younger child and an older toddler. So maybe the child's like 7 and the toddler's like 4. Um, so they can both have a tent. I feel like if I put it in that corner, it blocks the windows. Not really sure why they didn't add more windows to this space, honestly. But that's okay. We'll add more windows. Same thing with over here. Like, why did they just opt to not? And I never use this thing. This is from toddler stuff. Oh, it's base game. I'm like over here using packs all of a sudden. Okay. Let's we'll do like a big dollhouse in each of the rooms instead, I guess. Maybe we'll do pink in this one instead of the play tent. And then out here, we can have, you know, maybe like a couple of blarfies. Do we have any other? Well, we've got this one. I don't know if that's really what I want though, but I don't really have any options. Oh, thank God they added more swatches to that. I don't know what I would do if they didn't do that. Well, I would use the green one, but I don't like the green one. Okay, so that's for the kid, like the child. Maybe they have like their lunchbox on the ground over here. This is very helpful for toddlers and stuff. Let's get, maybe we could get like a rug. We'll just do this one. Toys on the rug. Maybe the rhinos were talking. I don't know. Kids are cute. Kids are like, yeah, this is the rhino and this is the triceratops. And they fell in love, but their parents don't like it. Romeo and Juliet style. Okay. Let me grab these. Okay. I don't know why you wouldn't center the window at the bottom of the stairs, but you know, whatever. I think I want like an one of those activity tables. Okay. My neighbors finally stopped their shenanigans, so I don't know what mood they were going through, but thank God it's over. I like this one better than the base game, but I don't really have any choices, so. And then do this guy. I think we're just gonna have to settle for this guy. And let me get curtains on this other one. And then we don't really have any like cute anything wall decor wise in the base game, so we're just gonna put a lamp. Call it good. This I think will be the older child's room. Oh, you know it'd be so cool as a kid? You have your bed right here in the windows, so you wake up and it's like just like sunny all the time. I have literally never used this CC. Okay. Because all of the shit is just way too big. So I got some CC, but I don't really use it. Okay. Well, I do feel like the child deserves some sort of side table. Maybe we could do the littler one. This like lower one. And we can get like blue, go with the walls. Okay. We'll get, you see what I mean though? Like, I don't really have children's stuff. Okay. I don't know. We'll put like a couple of, I don't know, of posters. Let me get a desk for the kid. Let's put it over here. I suppose we could put the desk nook over here. And then the kid can have a Wabbit tablet. And a place to do their homework. Do that. This is a very cool porch light. I don't really know why they don't have it classed as a porch light, but they don't. I do kind of like this light. Oh, all of a sudden I got very tired. Yeah, we don't really have like kids stuff. We don't have kid stuff in general, but we particularly don't have kid stuff in the base game. Okay, and this kid's younger, so I don't want to put like woodworking, for example. Maybe they can have a fish. Don't put your fish in bowls, but this is The Sims, so the fish does not care. In real life, fishes do care. Maybe we can do like the kids a little bit into painting. You know, they're young and I'm trying to fill up the space. Painting is something that anybody can do. I'm not really sure why they don't let children paint in this game, but they can't, so. All right. Now let me get, I don't know where my light in this corner went. The bed that matches? No. Okay. And then I'm thinking over here I can just get like a living chair. I suppose we could use this and pretend it's like a beanbag chair. I know there's a beanbag chair that comes with high school years, but I don't have high school years, so we can pretend. 95% of this game is pretend anyway, so. Kind of a sad kid's room, to be honest, but that's okay. And then we'll do a toddler's room. I never use this purple color. Well, never is a strong word. I rarely use the purple color, so. And I feel like I always do, like I never feel like I use this one because I don't really like it. And I also feel like I always, I don't know, I feel like I always gravitate towards literally any of the other ones except this one. Because they're just, I don't know, I like them better. Okay, there's that. Toys. Toddlers and infants. We can put more blocks down. And then another Wabbit tablet. And then we were going along with this storyline that the kid's older, so if the kid's older, then they probably have like some, I don't know, they probably have some like kids stuff, you know, like they probably go to preschool and they probably you know, that sort of thing. Like, I don't know, draw and whatever else. Kids furniture. Well, we'll put the potty in there. I feel like the kids in this game don't get any love or attention. I think having this reminds me of something I had growing up in my great aunt's room. Like my room at my great aunt's house. All right. I'll get a chair. Granted, I don't know how comfortable that would be, but I like to have chairs in my toddlers' rooms because then, like, if I feed them on the floor, they don't go wandering around looking for a place to sit. I might get us another Blarfy, like a regular. I don't know why they use like the old guy, because like you can use. I don't know why they like didn't use a tile, but they didn't, so we'll use a tile now. We'll just do this one. I use that one. It's not really the leafy boy of my dreams, but that's okay. I suppose we'll go back to this medicine cabinet. How about just like sinks? Okay. And then do that guy. We'll just get rug. And the bathroom's done. I'm like, oh, I could use that one. No. Unfortunately. Maybe one of the parents is like an artist. And the other one's a writer. So it's a very creative little household. Okay. That's nice. All right, let's go upstairs. I don't know what I want up here. Maybe I could get... Maybe up here is like the games space. So we can have like the dartboard. I know we have like a games table downstairs too, but maybe the family's really big, you know? Pop that over there. Maybe we can have, yeah, that's really like the only place that we can have it. We'll do that. Just make sure to open the door and watch out for flying darts. Maybe we should get chairs instead. Then we'll get like kind of a smaller TV. We'll just put this kind of on the floor. I'll get a plant. I don't like any of these. And then we can get, it would be under activities and skills. Bonsai tree. Right there. Maybe we get, I'm trying to cram like everything imaginable into this space, so like we can have a bunch of skill building stuff up here, but it's like the fun skill building area. Okay, and what I was thinking for this room is actually like a nursery. Let me get this guy. This spot would actually be really good. We can't have like a rocking chair of my dreams. But I can get a chair, which is good. I wish these came in like a short, medium, long kind of thing, but that's okay. I don't know how, I don't know if like playful decor works on babies, but good for us if it does. And if it doesn't, then still good for us because that means my Sims feel a little bit less bad when they're sitting up here. We will get a tiny bookshelf. Over here, I'm thinking we can sort of lean into like the infant stage, so it's like all for one sim, but we can lean into that infant stage. We can have Blarfy, we can have a changing table. No, well, we can use one of my CC ones, but we won't do that. We won't have a changing table. We'll have a dresser. Infants and toddlers. Let's see. We'll have blocks and there we go. It is an infant. Okay. And then there is no infant play mat because this is the base game. Let's come in here and get a very fancy bathroom. Okay, we'll do that guy. Why is that so low? I don't know. It's the side of the house. Nobody cares if it looks weird. I mean, maybe people care if it looks weird, but what are you gonna do about it? You're not looking at it. We'll do that one. Or maybe, no, the circle one was better. Oh, I wanted to use like an open shower, but that's kind of weird. So we'll just do the next best thing, which is a walk-in shower. And then in here, we're gonna have a toilet just by its little lonesome. I can do this guy. All right, so the bathroom's done. I don't really know why they didn't just block that off, because that makes this room much easier to work with. Okay, so this is kind of what I was thinking, or what I did for the bathroom. So you walk in here, we've got the dresser, double vanity, the shower, tub, toilet. Come back out. This is the primary bedroom. We've got a chess table, a piano, fireplace, double bed. Out here is obviously that games room. We've got that infant newborn space. We've got another bathroom down here, two kids' rooms, a toddler and a child with a playroom area. We've got the entry, formal living, kitchen, and dining. Out here we've got just some planter boxes, a graveyard because it's former Goth house. Didn't really do anything with the landscaping, but honestly, I kind of like it that way. I feel like it doesn't look good in any of this lighting, but this is kind of what it ended up looking like. So yeah. Let me go ahead and put this on the gallery for you guys. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom house. 2-bathroom house. Because we've got the one on the second floor and the one on the third floor. But it's 4 bedrooms. For being 182,000, that's not really big. Okay, moment of truth. Did we use any packs? No. Awesome. All right, well, I think on that note, we will end this part right here. If you liked it, if you would like and subscribe, that would really mean a lot. And I will see all of you next time. Bye now.